You are just not going to believe everything we have to talk about today. We've got big changes coming to Celebrity, big changes down in Australia and New Zealand. Some really good news out of there. Well, I don't know if you classify it good or bad news, but I'm going to tell you what it is. We're going to talk about Princess some more and the changes that have come about with what they are changing with charging for and adding to the Plus and Premier packages, some things that I haven't thought of, but you have thought about them, and so I think we need to talk about it. And then we have got Hurricane Idalia coming to Florida. That is impacting so much travel as well as the good people there. And then also people off of a cruise ship in Europe having to fly home before their cruise is over. So much to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Tuesday. It is August 29th of 2023, if you can believe it. Enjoy these last few days of summer before we get to Labor Day, and then before you know it, the snow's going to be falling, is what it always seems like to me. I would like to start off inviting you to please subscribe to our channel. We need to have you here with us, and we'd love to have you join us, and I think you will really enjoy being part of the amazing Let's Go family that we've got here. And if you also appreciate these updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up, because that really helps us as well. Let's start off with the news coming out of Australia and New Zealand. If you were not aware, throughout the world, different places have taken away the requirements to show proof of vaccine and to have testing done before you board a cruise ship. So let me tell you the update first of all with that. It said Princess is sending out this update for passengers who are booked on like the South Pacific cruises that would be calling in Australia and New Zealand. It says, we are pleased to share that our COVID-19 protocols for your voyage have been amended. As a result, there are no longer any COVID-19 vaccination or pre-cruise testing requirements on this voyage. And the voyage that I am speaking of there, it happens to be, this one is a 26-day South Pacific voyage on the Majestic Princess, and indeed they are due to call in Australia as well as they're going to Tahiti, they're going to Pago Pago, and then also New Zealand, as I said. So that is really big news, that the cruises there will no longer require that vaccination requirement or the testing requirement. Another update to do with this itinerary, and I am starting to hear of it more and more, is that they were due to call in Maui, and their cruise, like I said, it doesn't sail until October 8th, and so on the Majestic Princess on this sailing, instead of going to Maui and calling in Lahaina there, they are going to call in Moorea, French Polynesia on Thursday, October 19th instead. They will, which is part of Tahiti there. So they are substituting. Clearly, these cruise lines are looking at what their whole cruise itinerary is and seeing who can accommodate them and what change they can make. So we sure are keeping the people there in Maui in our thoughts and prayers, and of course invite you to do the same, but it's going to be a while before they are able to have cruise passengers back again, clearly. Let us know if you are on any other cruises, what you're hearing as well, because it helps us all have an idea of what to expect. So today's Celebrity has made really big changes, and I think that it is a part of a whole different course that Celebrity is trying to take, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more in this video. Effective October 4th, Celebrity is taking the gratuities out of the all-included package. Historically, the all-included package has included their classic beverage package, their basic Wi-Fi, and their gratuities. But like I said, October 4th, those gratuities are no longer going to be included in that price. So how much are Celebrity gratuities? Right now, for the interior ocean view and veranda cabins, it is $18 a day. If you have your cabin and you are in the concierge class or the aqua class, it is $18.50 a day. And if you are in the retreat, it is $23 a day. So this is a big deal to take that out. That was a chunk of what you thought you were paying for with that all-included package. And it's part of, I think, a change that Celebrity is trying to make, which I think was very indicative when they decided to start charging for their chocolate chip cookies, but we're going to talk about that a little bit more in the course change and some thoughts that I've got on that, and I want to hear your thoughts. So let's get the rest of the news out of the way, and then we're going to have a little discussion here, and I'll keep it brief, okay? Along with that update, we've got Let's Go family members who are going to be sailing on the Majestic Princess in November of 2024, and yesterday I was letting you know how the pricing is changing moving forward. What people are seeing on their travel summaries is what specialty dining is worth in their package. So like I said, they're going to sail in November of 2024, and even on those cruises, the specialty dining is showing up as worth $59 per person. So it sounds like by November of 2024, everyone will be paying at least $59 a person for specialty dining. I do know that sometimes they price things funny in those packages. I think they do that so that you feel like you're getting a better deal. Someone pointed out it's funny how they price the fitness classes, but historically they have put the cost for a specialty dining as what they price that at. So we'll keep an eye on it. And all of you who are sailing, let us know if the cost for specialty dining changes or what it shows for on your booking. My app is not working well enough right now to make dining reservations on the cruise that we've got booked that goes the middle of September. I really don't know what's wrong with it, and neither does Princess, because I've called and asked. Here's a question for you all. So one of our Let's Go family members said, there are a lot of Princess ships, like at least half, as they pointed out, that don't have an Alfredo's or a Gigi's when it comes to that casual dining that they decided they were going to charge for, and give 2 of them in a plus package and unlimited of them in the premier package. Well, they had the fun idea, and I do like it, that, would Princess maybe, if you're on a ship that doesn't have Alfredo's or Gigi's, would they let you have a specialty dining lunch, since they are starting to serve specialty dining lunches? They apparently are using the same menus as the dinner time in these specialty dining restaurants with the same price. So since they are charging that same price, my guess, just me, I would guess that Princess is probably not going to allow that. If anyone else wants to chime in on that, I would love to hear what you say. But based on what they are doing with charging for everything and how they're running it, I don't think that is going to be included, but please do tell me what you think about all of that in the comments, all right? Another huge thing we've got to talk about today is a hurricane. Hurricane Idalia is gaining strength as it moves towards Florida there on the Gulf Coast. They are expecting it to hit the Big Bend region there. There are so many counties. There are way more counties in Florida that have a hurricane or who are under the hurricane watch and warning than those that don't. So everything there on that, really along that Gulf Coast a lot has is under a heavy warning for it, and so they are expecting that the hurricane is going to hit sometime middle of tonight or tomorrow there. Like I said yesterday, they closed the Tampa airport last night just after midnight, and they are going to keep it closed. They are anticipating at least until Thursday until they can look at all of the damage. And so with that, there are a lot of changes that you should be aware of. We have cruise lines changing courses. They're changing their itinerary as needed. They're not going to the Western Caribbean because it wouldn't be safe. And so I know that some of them are going to be going to over more like Nassau, Bimini, places like that. And so if you are booked on one of those cruises, really let us know where you end up going for sure. They have issued some updates on the different ports that they will be visiting instead, but it really does depend on what the weather does and how they're able to move. So with the, let me tell you the updates here on the cruises. So the Celebrity, let's start with Celebrity here. They are changing the Celebrity Equinox's 6-day voyage from Fort Lauderdale. They are going to start in Falmouth rather than Grand Cayman. The Virgin Voyages, they are going to go to Grand Turk today instead of to Costa Maya. Disney Cruise Line, they have a sailing of the Disney Fantasy, and instead of going to Cozumel there, which is in the Western Caribbean, Georgetown, Grand Cayman, and Falmouth, Jamaica, they are going to go to Tortola in the British Virgin Islands today, and then St. Thomas on Wednesday. Royal Caribbean's Grandeur of the Seas is going to skip Costa Maya and they're going to go to Cozumel on Thursday instead of going there yesterday. And then MSC, they are also making changes. MSC there, if you're not aware, they were going to go to Nassau, and instead they are going to change the day that they're going to Nassau. Just lots of different changes. And then finally, I think one of the ones that was probably hard for people, because a lot of people that I've noticed just from reading things, they book cruises very specifically that go to Key West because they want to get to see that port. And instead of getting to go to Key West, the Carnival Conquest, they are going to end up in Nassau. So let me know if you're on one of those cruises and how it goes with the weather. The other thing that goes along with that is a lot of airlines are allowing people to cancel their flights. Well, their flights are being canceled, so they're giving them vouchers so that they can rebook their flights, and so they're waiving any fees that would be associated with that. So if you can imagine it, here the airlines there right in Tampa, you've got American, Delta, United, Southwest, JetBlue, Spirit, Frontier, Allegiant, Sun Country, and Avelo. All of them are offering waivers for the flights that are being canceled. And if people have to cancel because they can't do what they were expecting to do when they got there. And then if you are someone who is going to go early or stay late from a cruise, Busch Gardens, they are closing today at 3 p.m. and they're going to keep an eye out and decide when they can reopen again. They also have their Adventure Island water park there if that is closed. Disney World now remember Disney World is a little more central and over towards the west coast there. The east coast of Florida. So they're keeping an eye on what's going on. So is Legoland, Universal Orlando. They are also keeping an eye, but if people cancel their tickets, they are not being charged extra for it during this time. I hope this just gives you a bird's eye view of what to know about with that hurricane. Finally, the last bit of news I have for you, because it just helps us all know how things are happened, how things would happen if things unexpectedly happened to your cruise. That P&O Britannia, who was blown off her moorings there in Palma de Mallorca on Sunday, fortunately, no one was seriously injured. It wasn't any life-threatening injuries. But it has damaged enough of the lifeboats on the ship and some other damage there that they cannot sail without enough working lifeboats. So the guests on board received a letter letting them know that some guests were going to have to disembark and that they were working on having arranging flights, even a special flight for everyone on that, booking a chartered flight to get everyone home safely. Now, it didn't say who has to disembark, so I'm not sure if it's people, if they're given the choice of disembarking, or if it's in certain areas of the ship where maybe a little bit of damage happened. So we will look forward to hearing more about that, but I thought I would let you know. I love that the cruise lines take good care of their passengers. I feel like that's pretty universal. Every once in a while there's a glitch, but in these emergency situations, the cruise lines really do step up and try to make everything as smooth as possible for everyone, as well as taking good care of them. Now, earlier, this really interests me, what is going on with celebrity. And as you all know, we have been talking about changes here on Princess, and we talked about Royal Caribbean increasing their specialty dining charges. There are things underway at Norwegian. We have seen lots of changes there at Norwegian. And so yesterday, I love the comments that you all leave below. And a few of you mentioned the changes that we see, and I thank you very much, that, it used to be that people would be booked on certain areas of the ship, and that of course it was turned into like a little bit of a class system, thinking if you're booked here, you eat here, you don't go over here, and truly we are seeing that on cruise lines again, but I think a little bit of it is different than it used to be back when we think of maybe the time of Titanic and things like that. On Cunard, it has always been that where you book your cabin it's going to determine where you eat, which dining room you're going to be eating dinner in. And we are seeing more of that come back to general cruising again. What comes to my mind the most that I think of is we're talking about Celebrity today, they've got that retreat area. They've got the aqua class, and that determines which dining room you're going to eat in. Now, if you are in the retreat, you get to eat there in Luminae, and if you want to, you can go eat in the main dining room if you want to, but you have Luminae that has better food, better service, everything to go with it, and so that's the whole point. If you're in that aqua class, you get to dine in blue. You never have to wait in line. They're known for their cuisine and their service. You know, it's a lovely opportunity. Now, we are going to see a whole lot more of this when we see the new Sun Princess and the new Star Princess. We've got the signature suite dining rooms. We've got the reserve collection dining rooms, so that if you are booked in a reserve collection mini suite or suite, you're not just going to be eating in this little area of the main dining room anymore. You're going to have your own main dining room. But here is what I am wondering if a little bit of the difference is, and I want to hear from you all. I am wondering if moving forward, we are not, you're going to truly choose the cruise that you're going on, what experience you want on that cruise. We've talked about that a little bit more, but it seems like we are hearing more and more that that's what's going to happen as you get on a ship these days. So you might be on one sailing and you think, you know what, I just want to be extra pampered that whole time, and I'm going to book, you know, this class of cabin for that. And on another trip, you might be, you know what, an interior is fine. The fare is really inexpensive and I really want to go there. I'm just going to take the interior this time, or anything else in between. So let me know what you think about it. I feel like that's a change, and I also really feel like Celebrity is redirecting. Celebrity worked really hard right before the pandemic, and during the pandemic, they really rebranded themselves, and as they came out of it, they were a little different than they had been before, and they were trying to rebrand themselves as luxury. And yes, they have the larger ships like our Princess and our Royal Caribbean and our Norwegian and our Carnival, and all those cruise lines have, but they wanted to be known as luxury. They wanted to have more of that all-inclusive vibe and the just elevated vibe with everything, and I think they started out really good with that, but now they have a different president, a different marketing VP. All of these things have changed, and they are clearly changing direction with I think one of the biggest indicators that they no longer wanted to be considered luxury, and in that is definitely charging for chocolate chip cookies. Like, what is $2.40 for a chocolate chip cookie? I just would really like to hear from any of you who are on Celebrity as they roll that out. Let us know. Are those cookies remarkable? But still, even if they're remarkable, charging $2.40 for a cookie is not a luxury cruise line thing. They would just give you cookies, right, if you wanted a cookie. And I also see some differences as they talk about their relationship with Royal Caribbean and going to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. All of these different things, Celebrity is changing, and I think we are going to see them, we are seeing them much more back in the same pack with Princess and Royal Caribbean and Norwegian and Carnival. There's differences, of course, between the lines, but those are the main cruise lines that run the kind of ships they do. So tell me what you think about it, and tell me what you think is down the road. I love to cruise. I just love to go, and these funny things that they're doing, they're not going to change my mind about going on a cruise. They're not going to make me not want to go anymore. I'll just choose the experience that I want, and away I'll go. And so I hope that all of you keep that perspective. We need to talk about that a little bit more around here. I don't think all of these changes that they're making, you can say they're good or they're bad. I just think they're different. And I can't call back days in my life that I really enjoyed certain things. Likewise, I can't call back days in cruising when things were perhaps simpler and maybe more included, but I remember them fondly. And so I hope you remember them fondly and figure out a way to move forward and make more fond memories. I look forward to hearing you all in the comments, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.